what are we going to do? How are we going to, now that we know we've been completely candid with ourselves, we looked in the mirror, self evaluated, being real about what type of effort level that you're really putting out. I think I'm at 50% right now. I'm being real. I think I'm at 50% effort. And the danger with that is I've still been getting good results. So imagine what is going to happen when I'm giving 110%. Now, granted, I need to get over the fear of success and I need to understand that this is probably going to be a longer journey, but the prices and the sacrifices that I'm giving out right now is the price that I have to pay if I want to live the type of life to where I have a huge real estate portfolio, to where I have multi-million dollar businesses, to where my media company is a multi-million dollar company, to where I'm completely debt free, to where I own my homes outright, cars outright, vacations, being able to send the kids to the best schools and stuff like that, right? Being able to really make an impact eventually in the community and stuff. I want to open up. Listen, I was writing down some of my goals, and I want to eventually have my own scholarship. I want to open up my own bank. I want to open up, and maybe I'll partner with some schools and stuff, but I want to be able to impact 1 million children before it's all said and done. I want to be able to, like, and I mean impact, I mean, I want them to be able to trace back the very efforts that me and my team have done for them, help them be successful in their life. That's what I want to do. So, how am I going to get there? What are some strategies that you can use? What are some strategies that you can use that I've used that helped me get to that point? Okay. So, the very first thing is, let me look at my notes and make sure. All right. So, the very first thing is you got to quiet the noise. You got to quiet the noise. What do I mean by that? There's so much stuff out here. You got TikTok, Instagram, right? YouTube, LinkedIn, the news, MSNBC, CNN, BBC, Fox News. You got all these different things, right? I'm pretty sure in your email address, you subscribe to all kind of shit in your email address, right? You probably got text messages that you subscribe to things with people sending you stuff and ads and all that stuff. If you watch YouTube, like I'm pretty sure everybody does, you don't have the YouTube premium, so you're getting the ads there. You probably don't have the Spotify premium, so you're getting the ads on that. Why is this important? Because when you don't when you don't pay the small little fees and stuff, put it like this. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I got two different email addresses. I have an email address to where I own a domain and I don't get no ads in the inbox. What I mean is there's a tab in your Gmail that says like promotions and it's all kind of shit. And they got like updates and news and there's all kind of stuff. I don't have that in the paid version of G Suite. It's only $6 a month, right? And I'm not sponsored by anything I'm about to say, by the way, but it quiets the noise. YouTube Premium. I don't know what the price of that. I think it's like $12 a month or something. But YouTube Premium cuts the ads off, which means if you're going, because I use YouTube University a lot. I'm studying Python right now. I'm learning how to code right now, right? I use YouTube for that. A lot of the classes are on there. But the YouTube Premium, turn off the ads. I don't have to worry about nobody pitching stuff to me. So this is what you do. Go to your email account and unsubscribe from all the bullshit. Everything. I mean, clubs, stuff you done signed up for and you forgot about. I don't give a damn if you got a Yahoo account, Outlook, do the same thing, right? Go inside of your email box, unsubscribe from everything. Go on your phone, hit stop on all of that shit that's coming to your phone. Okay? That's gonna take down the noise a little bit, but we're not done yet. The next thing is change your phone number. Yep, I said it. Change your phone number. If you with AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, I don't know, whoever it is, Cricket, Mobile, Mint Mobile, whatever, right? Straight Talk. Change your phone number. And if you got an opportunity to, when you change it, tell them to give you a brand new number. Because a lot of times people recycle their number and they change their number because bill collectors were calling them, and you get their old number and now they calling you. So change your phone number ASAP. Here's the key. Only give it to people who supports you in a positive way. You know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what I'm talking about. You know who they are. If they owe that bullshit, don't give them your number. And the people you give your number to, tell them, hey fam, listen, I'm locked in right now. You could just tell them for the next 3 months, but it's gonna be longer than that. I'm locked in for the next 3 months. Somebody asks you for my number, please don't give it to them, bro. If I want them to have my number, they'll have it. Don't get my number out to nobody, right? What that's doing, that's taking down the noise. Okay? So we unsubscribe from all of the stuff, all of the emails. We unsubscribed on our phone and stuff and all that. And then we changed our phone number on top of that too. Okay? Next, this is what I advise you to do. If you're in debt, if you're in the process of paying off your debt and stuff, I would advise you to get a separate second phone number and put all of the bill collectors on that second phone number. Preferably, I would say get a second phone, because the second phone number, if it's like sideline or something, it still kind of comes to your regular phone. What you want to do is you want to put them on that phone, turn that motherfucker off all week, turn it on 1 day per week, check the voicemails or whatever, right? And turn that noise off. And don't use your new phone number. Don't give no bill collectors that new phone number. Because the truth of the matter is, what you need to talk to them for? You know what you got to pay, okay? You ain't got the money right now. You working towards getting the money. It's no need to talk to them. Put their ass on the second phone. Straight up. And let me go back. On the email, remember I told you I got 2 emails. I got one personal email for everything, business, school, all that stuff. And then I got one bill email. I send all the bills to that one email address. I send all of the bill collectors to that one phone number. And guess what? My week is quiet as a mouse. I subscribe from all gurus, all groups, all YouTube pages, all that bullshit. I subscribe from all of that. It is very, very quiet. And I'm eliminate distractions. You follow me? Okay? So, quick recap. We're subscribing, unsubscribing from all gurus, all emails, all everything. We got 2 email addresses. One email address is for bill collectors, one email address is for your personal life. We changing our phone number. This phone number, you're going to only give the new phone number out to people who support you in a positive way. The second phone is for bill collectors. So the bill collectors, hey, they special. They got their own email address. They got their own phone number. You turn that motherfucking phone off. You only check it one time a week when you're going through your budget and stuff. And we'll go through all this. I'll show you my budget. I'll show you how I'm getting out of debt. I'll show you all that stuff, right, in future videos. But for now, you want to quiet the noise. Quiet the noise. All right? And you tell your fam, look, fam, don't get my phone number out to nobody that don't already have it. I'm staying focused for the next few months. I really appreciate if you don't get my phone number out. And number 4, in the meantime, right, if you have an Instagram or something, if you're working on your digital footprint, which I encourage everybody to do, you got to have your own website, LinkedIn page, YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever that you decide to do. Be careful on that though. Obviously, you don't want to fuck up the bad. Be careful. But when you build your when you build up your Instagram page, now you can give your Instagram out to people that you meet when you out at the networking events and all that stuff, and you communicate with them on that. And you only give your personal phone number out to them if your relationship evolves to the point to where, okay, it's a positive person. We're adding value to each other. Okay, cool. I can give them my real phone number. But other than that, you give them your fucking Instagram. Y'all can talk on there. It's nothing you can do on Instagram that it's nothing you can do on your regular phone that you can't do on Instagram. You can call on Instagram and everything. So give them your Instagram. All right. So as you starting to do these things, the next thing I want you to do is work on clarifying your goals. I cannot stress this enough. I want you to get super specific about what it is that you want to accomplish. So we layering this shit on top of each other. Remember, we unsubscribe from all the gurus, all of the emails and stuff and all that. We didn't change our phone number. We done separated our bill collectors and sent them to a new phone number and a separate email address and stuff like that. We got our Instagram up. We giving our Instagram out to the people that we kind of meet by passing by and stuff like that. And now we want to get clarity on our goals. What is this going to do? Well, if you follow the first previous few steps, the goals you starting to write down now are going to be goals that you really want to accomplish yourself. Not what Instagram has told you, not what this person is talking about. You ain't got to worry about the next new shiny thing. I remember it was trucking and stuff. I remember everybody want, right now everybody want to be an SDR and all that type of stuff. Next, people going to be talking about God knows what. You don't want to worry about the next shiny thing. When I see everybody going right, I go left. Real talk. When I see everybody going one way, I go the opposite way because 9 times out of 10, by the time the masses get a hold of something, it's already too late. And if I do get in it, I just be getting scraps at that time. You following me? So I'm going to put the steps in the description. But once you do that, once you quiet the noise, fix your email address, fix your phone number, right? Get around the right people, make your goals specific and stuff. Now we can start getting into the day-to-day, the scheduling, the time blocking, using the Kanban board and stuff like that. That is for another video, but I just wanted to be honest, brutally honest about what I've been able to accomplish and what I believe has been holding me back. Some of the things, some of the strategies that I've used to level up so far. And the very things that I share with you moving forward on this channel is going to be what by the time you see where I end up success-wise, relationships, spiritually, character, right? I'm using the very things that I'm going to be telling you guys. So that means that you can apply it to your own life and get similar results. I hope that this has been helpful. I appreciate you. Obviously, I'm going to continue to do my homework, right? And fix the live going forward in terms of connecting it. So look forward to that. We're going to start going live once a week. And I'm also going to set it up to where I can take some of your questions and stuff. But I do want to be very clear. I do want to be very clear. I've decided not to take the route of being a guru and being a teacher or anything like that. Now is the time to be super selfish. I said it. Now is the time to be extremely selfish, and you got to focus on you. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. You cannot pour out of an empty cup. You got to pour into yourself before you can do anything for anybody else. And I think a lot of times we forget that shit. We hear people say it, but we don't actually do the thing and implement it in real life, right? So what does that mean for me? I'm going to share with you what is working for me, but under no circumstances, I'm not going to do any coaching. I'm not going to, I've helped out a few people recently break into the industry and stuff, but I got to pull back from that because the things that I'm fighting is going to require me to use all of my energy, attention and pour it into myself so I can finish the assignment and get to the other side. That's really the only way. That's the only way that I'm going to make it there. You don't become a millionaire by accident. You become a millionaire through intent. So there are a lot of phenomenal people out there. And the last thing I'll leave you with is pick one voice to listen to. One voice. One guru. One. Why is that important? Because when you have multiple gurus, they're going to start saying conflicting things. And I promise you, it's going to be confusing as hell. It really is. Man, I've heard people say three different things about the same problem. And all that left me is analysis paralysis, and I was like so confused and I didn't know what to do. And the truth of the matter is, if you do your research properly, whoever you end up listening to, they probably know what they're talking about. But you got to do everything that they tell you. It's not like one of those things where you can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm gonna kind of blend them together and come up with my own. Shut up. No, Nick, listen to what they're telling you to do. Follow what they say in its entirety. 100%. I remember back when I was fixing my credit the first time, and I remember I got a book called Credit Secrets. Maybe some of you heard of it. And it's like a small book. And it was telling me like step by step what I needed to do. And I remember I followed that book religiously. Religiously. I did everything that they told me to do, and it worked. I took a class to become an SDR. It's called Course Careers. And you never see me really like promote it or anything like that. But I took a class like, how to become an SDR. And I followed everything that class told me to do. Everything to a T. I didn't try to put my own sprinkle in it or none of that type of shit. I did exactly what they told me to do. And guess what? It worked. It did. It worked. So, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I don't care who you listen to, just whoever you decide to listen to, don't mix it in with other people. Just follow one voice. Obviously, research them, do your background on them, make sure that they actually. Here's always been my rule of thumb. Did the guru become successful about talking about what he did, or was he already successful before he started teaching other people? And a lot of these things can be public record. If they had a company, you can look up a business and stuff. You can look up people's background. You really can. I remember. I shouldn't say this, but I remember. um. All right, fuck. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Y'all. Look, we family. I'm gonna say it. I remember Jay Morrison, right? He is, those of you who are not familiar, he's a real estate guru. And this is back when I was trying to like become successful without having a job. And I was reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I'm, listening to all these people. And I'm going to these real estate webinars and meetups and shit. And I remember I met him at an event. So he went to the event. I remember I met him. And at the time they were selling their classes for like 500, 600, 700 and stuff. And it's not that the material wasn't good. I just think that they was missing some ingredients. So, okay, for example, remember, let me give you an example. If you want to buy your first property, you will hear certain people tell you can buy a property with no money down. You can buy a property without having income and all. Man, that ship has sailed a long time ago. Listen, when you go in to talk to the bankers, the loan officers, they're going to ask you. They're looking for a stable income. A lot of times they want to have your tax returns for the last 2 years and stuff like that. So the point I'm making is I didn't do my proper research at the time with Jay Morris and them. I just seen, I'm gonna be candid. I just seen a black man that was well spoken, well dressed. He was in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, right? And I'm like, shit, this is a no brainer. And be wary of the people that lean on identity politics and they use that as they stick, for lack of a better phrase. So what I mean by that is be wary of the people that use, hey, black man, I'm just doing this for the community and all this. Let me tell you something, man. People that do things for the community in real life, you rarely hear about them. Every now and then one thing will kind of sneak out here and there, but people that are doing things for their community in real life, they do it behind the scenes. You might see one thing here and there, but if their whole brand is based off of giving back, helping this and helping that, it at least raises a red flag. I'm not saying that it's everybody, but it at least raises a red flag for me because of the experience I've had before in the past. So, I mean, obviously, it's my anecdotal experience and I may be a little jaded and I'm open to the possibility of being wrong. But the point and the takeaway that I want you to have from this is that do your due diligence and do your own research. Stop going by word of mouth. I don't care if it's somebody you trust. I don't care what you see on TikTok. Stop. Do your own research. Okay? And by the way, anything that you see on my channel is for informational purposes only. Consult your consult your representatives, your attorneys, your tax professionals. I am not giving financial advice. Let me just be very clear because moving forward, we're going to be talking a lot about money, but I'm just only going to be sharing with you some tips and strategies into what has been working for me and what I'm using in real time. We're going to make it, guys. I'm going listen. I'm going to be a multimillionaire.